Sorry, daughter rang, I lost volume. So I had to refresh it. And it wouldn't let me back in. Right, you lovely lot, you have a choice. You can vote. Which way do we go? Do we go to the lake? Across the railway crossing? That way? Or do we go that way? Cass, love you, chick. We go that way, and then we'd loop around that way. Or we go that way, and we come back that way through the fields. You alright, Mystical? Yeah, it just would not let me back in. Pain in the butt. In future, I am blanking all phone calls. Wow, it's warm. Warm, warm, warm. So, do we do this that way and come back that way, or do we go that way and loop back that way? Daisy, how are you doing? Look at that sky. Beautiful. The gaming family, how are you doing? No, you're in the right. Oh, you're in the wrong one. This is the right one. So if someone can choose straight on or right, you get to choose. Mystical, they do it to me all the time. Oh, for God's sake. Can someone put a link in the other one and say, hello, we're over here. Yeah, I'm really good. Apart from stressing with YouTube. Daisy, it's stunning and it's hot. I braved it and I got the legs short ready. So I'm amazed it hasn't rained. Thank you, Jamie. Silver, turn right, job's a good one. So we're going to go this way. Stuart. We're going to go this way, around the lake and come back over the fields. Landlocked, how are you doing? Oh, shows your legs. Unfortunately, I can't go paddling in the lake because my fake tan will fall off. They were kind of milk bottled, so because I've been hidden away all winter, so I had to get them ready. I didn't want to make people go blind with the glare. Wow, it's hot. Expected? Yeah, I thought so. Stand your ground. Friar Feck. Buddy's name's funny. Did Mick get one? Everyone on Messi's panel last night got a Robin Hood name. They're funny. Little John Sticky Balls. Oh. There's another football. Someone's dog must have a football ground's worth of footballs. Soon we won't be able to see out this way for all the bracken. Angela, good morning. Stormy, how are you doing? Stormy, that gold, I was absolutely gobsmacked. Stormy's been metal detecting. And he's been finding gold nuggets. It's like, pizza, how you doing? We could do with see? Buddy. Right, oh, pizza needs one. Friar Tuck's mankini. Maybe. Friar Tuck's in his mankini. There you go. We have swallows. It's beautiful. It's an amazing day. Oh, lovely. I had one wisdom tooth out and it was no bother, but yeah, dentist. So it took me a lot. The guy that ran the clinic, that owned it, he was scary as hell. When you were a new client, he would have you in for him and he would shout at your baseline. He goes climbing in the Himalayas. And when he had to take the other wisdom tooth out, he nearly snapped all the teeth on my bottom jaw. He couldn't get it out. And he was using like my bottom jaw as leverage on the top. And I thought he was a big, but he was just about had his knee on my chest trying to pull it out. Yeah, the lady doctor, the lady dentist, he just plopped out. Ooh, there's a problem on the railway. They've got the response unit out. Scott, good morning. So good evening, Scott, silly me. But yeah, have a look at Stormy's last video and finding chunks of gold. It's like, and they're not little dinky pieces either. It's like, wow. Gold rush for Stormy. Chris, how you doing? Hoe sauce. Buddy, I've cleaned a hoe sauce bottle up. I'll do you a video on it. I keep meaning to do it and I keep forgetting. I've got the memory span of a goldfish. God, I want to jump in this lake. Now this lake is glacial. It was formed and a lovely chunk of ice was left in there, stuck. Yeah, can you stick, Stormy, can you stick the link to that video from last night? Dave, how you doing? Bug Bouncer, good to see you. You see, buddy, the thing is, I've got fake towel on my legs and I'll screw it up. If I go in the water. I was dodging the dogs out of the drinking bowl before because I didn't want splashes of white down my legs. You too, Bug Bouncer, how's things? Honestly, mystical, my jaw was on the floor pretty much. It was like, wow. Sorry, just having a drink. I'm trying not to get run over. They're lovely, Nessie. No, I haven't, mystical. This is Bondi Sands, I think. There's the pink and white bottle as well. I can't remember the name of it. A lot of places sell it. And you can get it in Primark as well. That one is absolutely outstanding. Daughter gets the nasal spray stuff to accelerate tanning. And wow, it works. She's away to Lanzarote next week. So she's going to be looking good. Oh my God. Peter, did you have a look at that link I sent you under a video? Nessie, did you get a chance to have a look at the link I sent you from Kelly's channel? There are some weird people in this world. Do you know what? I actually step in for channel owners because he comes into chats and he badges channel owners to put latex gloves on for him live. And you're like, no. Hey, Nessie, you got your duvet. If I keep collecting that, PA, how you doing? We'll be out of stuff for your duvet for your trip. No way, mystical. Ooh. I'll have to have a look at that. The start of the summer, I always get a fake tan just to start the legs off. My legs always seem to take a little bit longer to tan. I mean, my arms are turning quite well. The sheeples are all hiding, I don't blame them. It's gotta be hot underneath a rug. John, how you doing? Oh God, yeah. And he'll go on, say, Filipino channels as well. He's in all over communities. You find him everywhere. And he's asking channel owners to put gloves on for him. So I'll just step in and say, no, they haven't got any gloves. They can't put your gloves on. And he'll say, okay, and he'll stop it. But he badgers people to do it for him. And I don't like that. Little John Sticky Willie. How you doing, John? Nessie, you came up with some corker names. Ah, but Peter, that's the thing. I've got a weirdo neighbour. Hello, little lambs. We're sunbathing on the top. And there's that stretch of woodland behind the house that goes along the back fence where the chickens are. And I was laid out and I wasn't undressed in any shape or form, but I heard rustling. And there's the weirdo neighbour walking along the fence line just looking. And you think, ooh, but it's far too big to put a big fence in, if you see what I mean. I'd need to win the lottery to put a fence up there. Nature lovers, how you doing? Yeah, it creeped me out. And he's odd. It's just odd. Right, we'll see if the squirrels are here. Because people aren't allowed to feed the birds on the side of the lake, I don't think anymore. Someone feeds them all up here. And the squirrels and the ducks all come up. And you get all sorts of birds. Ooh, we've got a ball, but it's not sticky. Quite often get the squirrels sat on here eating. Ooh, the elderflowers are starting to come out. What pains Buddy got? Buddy. No, I did have clothes on, but it was just the fact he was stood along the fence line in the trees, kind of looking in. Now you really think, maybe not. So the sun loungers are down on the patio next to the house. But because it's south facing, it gets that hot down there that I'm a barefooter. I've always been a barefooter. I prefer no shoes and just pottering around barefoot. And it gets so hot that you can't stand on the patio barefoot. It's just too hot. The wall thermometer last year when we had those heat waves topped out at 50 Celsius. It's just hot. Kirsty, how you doing? And look at that. I kind of hoped that the old guys would be down here with their remote control boats and submarines, but there's no sign. And no ducks yet. Johnny, how you doing? Johnny's lush. It's just over 20 degrees Celsius. I think about 22. So it is hot. It's possibly more. It feels more like 25, 26, 27. There's my hills where I want to be up. Look how clear that water is. They do get an issue with blue-green algae. So they tend to have aerators under the water. Where are they? Don't know if they're switched on. And you'll see stuff looking like it's a huge fish rising, but it's not. This is Mr. J. Oh yes, that's a point. If you didn't see Nessie's last night, Mick was showing everybody his wigs. He suits the redhead. He really does suit the redhead. But Mick was doing some wig modelling. It was funny. That's the point I fell asleep. Yeah, so this is a glacial lake, a piece of glacier that chipped off. Hang on, my box is being iffy, 2 secs. There, we'll go signal wise. Hello, quack quack. That's better. Lulu, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. There you go. Wendy, how are you doing, Wendy? My signal booster box, the battery was dying. Right, this is a moorhen. Now, if that moorhen's got chicks, they're tiny little fluffy, long-legged balls. They eat crustaceans and bugs from around the side of the lakes. And they're normally very shy birds. The chicks have got a gorgeous call. And she's collecting food for a chick. She's got a beak full of food. So where's she going? Where's the chicks, I wonder? I think the chicks are in here. So we've got a nest just over at the back there. I think Dad's on the nest and Mum's going back to feed the chicks. So cute. Can't wait to see the chicks. Lulu, this is a glacial lake. It remains from the Ice Age. And I love it. Gareth, good morning. And now Gareth, who is Abandoned Forgotten Wales in chat for anyone that doesn't know him. I'm above ground. I love being in the hills on top of the moors, like those ones in the distance. But Gareth, Abandoned Forgotten Wales, goes down old mines and documents them, and he scares the living crap out of me. He puts a lot of time into it, and his footage is absolutely outstanding. He's very knowledgeable, and he's also mad. The crazy, crazy little tight holes that he goes through, the risks he takes, the water in the mines. But it's also beautiful down there. You have minus fingerprints where they've pushed the candles into the wall. the boots, the hobnail boot marks on the ground. It's so eerie. Mr. Cole, lovely to see you. Tony, how you doing? Tony, why have you not got a wrench? You should have. There you go, you got one. Oh, that's cool, Angela. Okay, Challenger. So if you don't know, tap on his name in chat and go and say hello. He usually uploads on a Sunday around about 7ish UK time. There's a few of us hide behind the sofa. I start to shallow breathe when he's in the tight gaps. But it's outstanding. Ooh, Jake, how you doing, homeless? Have we got ducklings, I wonder? Be careful down there. You're going to have to message us when you come back up because I'm going to worry that you've not come back up. Always makes 2 a bit twitchy when you go down. Excited to see the footage though. No chicks there. Last time we were here, there was a few ducklings along this edge. Stormy, his footage is wow. He once spent 5 hours digging his way into a mine. 5 hours. I mean, and they're up on the side of mountains. He's got to carry all his gear. And then he's got to get it down them. It's just wow. Bravest man I know on here. Was that a dragonfly just flew over my head? No. It was an odd bug. Oh wow, Wendy, it's really early. So we've got the bird island over that side. They all nest on there. I can see the swans are on there now. Right, why is it not letting me give Tony a wrench? Hang on. Speak again, Tony. Crazy Purple, how you doing? There's predominantly pike. There's a lot of pike in there. As for what else, I have no clue. It's not stocked though. You can buy a license. I mean, look how smart that is. There's a lot of remembrance benches around. In loving memory of Karen Meller, 1952 to 2003. At peace now after a brave fight for the life she loved. And the lovely memorials. Wendy, what have you been up to? So we've got the swans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 swans. As if you come back to breed. Water Mom, how you doing? Sorry, Tony, I tried to give you a wrench before that and it wouldn't. Oh my God, how cute is that? You're so cute. Hello, little one. Lulu, we're up the hills in the background is the northern tip of the Pennines. You pretty much can't get further north in the Pennines than where I am, and the other way on the horizon, Scotland. Oh, bug. Get off my arm. Don't bite me. Hang on. Mojo, you alright? Give you a wrench, Mojo. There you go. I think we've got some ducklings along here. Have we got ducklings? We've got bigger ducklings. That's a duckling. Well, it's Mum. Oh, the bugs. Get off my arm. Thank you. Sorry, that was freaking me out. It's made my blood run cold. Blue. Oh, why are we picking colours? We've got geese above our heads. What do I need colours for, Jamie? I love the whistle from ducklings. Here we've got some more ducklings. And dragonflies. Loads of swans. Loads of swans, a lot more than normal. Maybe the chicks have come back to breed. Yeah, check out Stormy's video. My jaw was on the floor. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Those nuggets of gold he was picking out, I was like, wow. Ooh, what's for lunch? Daughter rang before, offering me to get me something from the sandwich bar. Well, she mentioned the sandwich bar the other day. And she got bacon, mushroom and mozzarella panini stuck in my head to the point I had to make one last night. Love them. Thank you, Silver. Buddy is a brilliant guy. He's got a brilliant channel. Just brilliant lives. He's a lot of fun. He's also accident prone like me. But he's just a lovely, lovely guy. If you don't know him, just click on his name, go say hello. So this used to be a hotel. Now, they sold it and they tried to get planning permission to turn it into a restaurant and some houses, and they were refused planning. So what did the buyers do? Left it to rot for about 20 years. The roof had fallen in, it was just a mess. And at that point, they got planning. So it's now private flats and apartments, which was just wrong. Very devious way to get it. Just need a drink while we're in the shade. Kit Kat, how you doing? Oh, John, yes please, bacon, bacon, bacon. Oh, bacon and eggs. Do you know what I am having to do at the moment? Oh, look how blue that water is. I am having to race and beat the puppy to the chicken coops because she's breaking in through the hatches that the chickens get in and she's stealing the eggs. Stormy, excellent. Let us have a look at it. Fish it. A lot of them that fish it camp out. They tend to camp out on this bank over here. Yeah, such a shame. A real shame. I wonder if the frog spawns here. If the ducks have eaten it all. In the winter, we were here when this was all frozen over. And I had about 5 kilo. I'm surrounded by little blue dragonflies. I don't know if you saw that one on the leaf. Bright blue, young dragonflies. It's just on that dock leaf. All buzzing around my feet. So yeah, I had about 5 kilos in a bag of bird food. And I was mobbed by swans. And one, he was pretty much head height and he was hissing at me. And you think, is this really a good idea? As the food emptied. But that 5 kilo, it only lasted maybe a couple of minutes. But because the water was frozen and I'm hungry, it was around about minus 11C for a few days. So, Angela, I would love to go and dip my feet in, but I've got a fake tan on and I'll look odd. But I would love to. Signal behave. Got a carrion crow. Carrion crows, there's a pair that come up in my garden. Sorry, big, evil looking bugs on me. And they're dive bombing the pigeons in the air. They just explode in a ball of feathers. And the crows take them. I've never seen it before. But this pair, doing it all the time. John. Nice one, Kit Kat. Yes, midges are like mini mosquitoes in the UK, and they bite like mosquitoes. Oh, we just had a woodpecker. I wonder if we've got a woodpecker nest up here. No, can't see one. Love that. It's brilliant. Yeah. Quack quacks. Quack quack quack. And like everywhere else around here, there's very little topsoil, so it doesn't take much for the trees to fall. That's been laid down for at least a decade, over a decade. Oh, look. We've got a moorhen sat on its nest. It's made a nest in the tree itself. Oh. Don't want to get too close, I don't want to scare it off. I saw something red and thought, what's that? It's actually got a nest in the branch. Not bad thinking, moorhen. So cute. I'm not even going to attempt to say that. I get over because I've got this dry mouth thing with what I've got going on in my face. I get tongue-tied all the time. They're building a pagoda and a camping area, which is new. All hand-built from scratch. One of the little tributaries going in. Equal tiny stream that pretty much dries out in summer. I was going to say, is that my dog? It looks very like Willow. And last year's cygnets. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. How much wood could a woodpecker peck if a woodpecker peck would? I was filming the Apaches coming over last night. There's military manoeuvres and there's army vehicles, all different nationalities up here, which is unusual. And they're doing night flights. So we've got loads of Chinooks, loads of Apaches, and they all start flying over from about 5 o'clock-ish. I love seeing them. But they're not waving back. When they're right over the house and they're banking, I mean they're low. And they don't wave back, it's rude. Sounds crackly, it's maybe the signal on this bit. Hang on. Is that any better? An upside down swan. got his nose right in the bottom. There's actually a helicopter in the bottom of this lake. There was a helicopter crash. The pilot survived. Thought I could hear the helicopters again. But the helicopter didn't. And all these meadows. Monia, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Lovely to meet you, Monia. No, I haven't. I have not. I forgot to charge the... And now we've got a coot. Bald as a coot came from this word and Old English. They have a big white shield on their face. Bald comes from Old English. I think it's the top. And a coot. Damn it, behave. Mona, how are you doing? Sorry about that. What was that? Something fighting over there. Go and have a look. Out the briars patch. I've just legged it down that path. Used to have a point and it was getting better. But today, no, it hates me. Right, I'm back. Dan, good afternoon, how you doing? This bit looks so different. Oh, Mona, good luck, hope it goes okay. Bang Hang, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Sorry about that. Ooh. I'm watching the chat and not where my feet are. Back out into the sun. Back out to the water. Whenever it's really hot, stifling hot, everybody comes here. It's just lovely and cool. It's beautiful in autumn when everything's dying away. Oh, brilliant, Maria. Joy TV is lovely. I really like Joy. Thank you for coming in. Bang Hang, thank you very much. It looks like fun when the fishermen camp out. But they're going to need lots of insect repellent. Luther, how are you doing? Having a day fighting signal, darn it. Makes me feel guilty. You've got the old boathouse. It's now a restaurant. Second boathouse. It's now an art gallery. I am amazed at how many dragonfly there are today. They're everywhere. I live as the crow flies a couple of miles away, and I end up with dragonflies at home, and they are massive. And there's no real waterway within a mile. Ooh, giving me the heebie-jeebies. And there's another little starling. They live in family groups. Ooh, it's found some of them. But they are in decline in some parts of the country, but not here. And the murmurations, them all flying in sequence together, is stunning. But they're very noisy, very messy birds. And if they make your home their home, it's miserable. They're very greedy, and they chase all your other birds away. You can actually hire boats to go out here. We should maybe do that in the summer, go out on a boat. Watch me make an ass of myself rowing. Christina, how are you doing? We're going to go out through the woods along the back, go and see the lambs through the fields. We'll go through the woods and into the lambs. It's just so lovely. There's that breeze, but it's still really warm. How are you doing, Christina? Dirty Magyakers. How you doing, Jake? I hope you've got a beautiful day coming your way. Are you out with the magnets this weekend, Jake? So pretty. Dirty Magyakers in the house. Dirty Magyakers, if you don't know them, those boys are going to go far. Yeah, how's things, Scott? How are you feeling? I know it's getting late for you, really late for you. Okay, Benheng, nice one. Jamie, thank you so much for being in. You're a star. Absolute stars, Jamie. He's a friend to everyone. Scott, you've had a big change in your life, health-wise, and because of that. It's gonna... Right, stay still. Little dragonflies. Where's it gone? Dragonfly on the floor. Bright blue dragonflies all around my feet. When do you get your test results, Scott? There's geese coming in. Oh no, it's swans. Come back wherever you are. Now they're away. About 15 swans. He sent me a picture. Ooh, I'm intrigued, Jamie. Thank you very, very much. Jamie does that much work in the background. And then he's all over everyone's channel. He's just outstanding. And then he's taking E.T. out on his bike. How cool is that? It cracks me up, E.T. Right, we're going to turn off the lake, through the woods and go lamb spotting. Right, it's not too far away then. Because it's got to be a couple of months now, is it? When was the last time you had an issue? Have you ever had an MRI before? You will have, won't you? Right, we're going to turn up through the woods. Luther 8, if you're still there, Stormy Day that's in chat. Have a look at his most recent video. My chin was on the floor. Oh, I'll have a look when I come off, Jamie. Bye, Stuart. Thanks for coming in. Found you. Nice one, Stormy. I was going to call you Scott there. When you found it and then you had it, you think it's like, oh my God. I think that's what I said in chat. Do you often find that? Have you found a honey hole? Yeah, well, you see, you're getting to the end of that time, so hopefully you'll be back on the road soon. Coffee walks and whatever, how are you doing? We've got a Hobbit house for pizza. These are a bit of a local craze at the moment. Kids are making them everywhere. Nick, how you doing? Nick, have you got your live for the weekend queued up? If you have, chuck it in the chat, chick. I might touch a fishing, goes live out fishing. Brilliant lives. It's good crack in the comments as well as watching the fishing. Nick and Nick are lovely, lovely people. I adore both of them. Let's see if there was a mummy sheep looked like she wanted to give us a headbutt the last time we came through here. Look at the size of those lambs, they're huge. And we're going in. Oh, gave them a fright. Oh, there's loads of lambs along the edge there. How's things, coffee walks and whatever? Have you got anything planned for the weekend? They don't stay little for long, do they? That one's pulled its leg, or is it just having a stretch? Oh, it's just shouting for its mum. Right, this might be the mummy that didn't like me very much last time. So we might be breaking out into a run. Rich, how you doing? No, Rich. Not today. Don't tend to do panels really. Should do more. Nate, how you doing, Nate? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Thank Crunchy, it's Friday. There's some teeny tiny lambs on that side. A lot younger. Right, we'll see how these ones take to me walking through. Hopefully we don't get a chase. Oh, lovely. Are you getting your bait ready? What bait are you making up? Excellent. Oh, God. Right, be nice. Hello, Mrs. Sheep. Nice, Mrs. Sheep. Stay there, Mrs. Sheep. Thank you. Ooh, heck. Ooh. Ooh. Stay there. Damn it. Right, we've got a chase on by sheep. So we will skedaddle. Oh, she stopped. Thank God for that. Kiwakes. She was chasing me. We've got a curlew. That's unusual down here. No, we haven't. It's nice to catch her. Oyster catcher chicks. Oyster catchers are renowned for being a bit violent. So in hindsight, we shall move on. The Bud Files, good morning. Out in the countryside, dodging sheep poo and getting a chase from sheep. I thought she was going to have us, you know. That would have been fun. Not really what you want, is it? So here is our oyster catcher. There's some oyster catchers are away there. Well, really, they're a seabird. They do live inland. And they started to nest on the local primary school. So nursery up to year 6 on their roof. And because they're so... They're a bit vicious. Every Easter holidays or May Day holiday, the RSPCA will come and move the chicks so the kids weren't getting attacked by the parents. Then they started nesting in an enclosed courtyard that had some big planters in, and the oyster catcher chicks from hatch, hunt for themselves. They're not really fed by the parents. And because it was a tarmac yard, the lovely, lovely janitor of the school, the caretaker, he would go and catch them bugs and buy them mealworms. And he would have to go with a tin tray to protect himself. But he would go to put food in for the chicks. Bell admin, how you doing? And sports day, you would be dodging the oyster catchers. It's just so nice today. We've got a marsh, all this like areas reeds. We've got a marsh wrapped right around us, all the way down that hill. And those woods are where we were yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday, it was Wednesday. I'm losing touch with days. We're actually coming to the back of the train station. And piles of rubbed out buildings from there. Oh, we've got another sheep with her lambs. Is she going to want to chase me as well? Hawkeye, how you doing? Good to see you, Hawkeye. Do you know, Hawkeye, we haven't really had much rain, but yeah, it's been really warm. It's kind of ideal. The old man's ears are pretty much done. Farmer's put a new little sign up. Footpath by the hedge, thanks. You see, that's a nice farmer's sign, because some of them can be really grumpy. Yes. And there's a pink and green which should never be seen. Or is it red and green? My grandma used to say that to me, you know. Red and green should never be seen. Wild edibles, how you doing? Do you want to taste wild edibles? Some nice purple topped nettles. Wild edibles had my eyes peeled back, pulling the leaves from nettles, getting my fingers all nettled and eating them. Do they sting your mouth? Wild edibles. And have you ever had a reaction to it? Inquiring minds want to know. Not if I'm going to do it. And the beautiful Challenging's live last night. Crack slaw, I want to call it coleslaw then. Absolutely amazing. And you know what, Challenging? My little haul from Temu, I had, you know your vegetable peelers? Well, they have huge ones for cutting cabbage peelers to shred them. I had to get one of those. They're only like 30p. I do love Temu. I had a lot of giggles putting together that wig video. How cute are you? Your face is symmetrical. You've got Alice Cooper eyeshadow on. Oh, you've got your head stuck. It's got its head stuck. Oh, it's out. Yeah, we'll call you Alice Cooper. Although you could be... Get from behind the pole then. Yeah, Alice Cooper makeup look. Or it could be a Kiss band member, you know. It didn't think a Kiss. It had the perfect Alice Cooper eyes. And I think we might have some Ozzy Osbournes in the back there. Do we have some Ozzy Osbournes? Can't quite see them yet. There's lambs all the way along that fence line in the shade. Look at all that wool. It's like a sheep curtain. Hello, little Alice Cooper. Or shall we say you're from Kiss? Yeah, we'll say you're from Kiss. Just having a look at me. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Oh, two. Hello. Your horns look like they'd hurt. Yes, we'll have Alice Cooper just there. Oh, he's got swagger. Oh, lovely. I love it when you get markings like that. Back out into the heat. Ooh. There's something going on the railway. That's twice I've seen railway response teams. And I've not heard a train. Nick, have a good one. Yeah, a right touch of fishing will be signal behave. We're near the railway tracks. And the electricity from them seems to fiddle with a little bit. This road is to be two ways. And by the car coming, you can see just how narrow it is. And the verges aren't exactly wide. So it's a bit nerve-wracking if you meet a car coming the other way. Or a tractor. How you doing, Daniel? Back, behave. Hello, little lamb. We've got rabbits all the way along under these gorse. That's now a hedge. And you're often loads of baby rabbits. I'm going to rush across this bridge because it's interfering with me. We're about to cross the railway and it doesn't like phone signal at all when you're close to the railway lines. Happy days. See, I've not heard a train. I wonder what's going on. Wow, he's got lots of fertiliser. There was a huge shortage of fertiliser after the explosion in Beirut. And it was costing the farmers a fortune to get it in. So hopefully supplies have got better. Now this farm has been here a good couple of 100 years from the main farmhouse, and it's been a big wealthy farm. The entrance to the farmhouse is huge. It's very unusual to be so fancy for a farm. John. I felt so sorry for Buddy when he was pulling this boat and the wheel came off. That was a monumental effort. So these part of the sheds, these are in between World War One and Two. It's kind of classic of that era. Car coming. Amazon! Almost to the point of Manor House. It's a huge farmhouse. Very fancy. So at one point in time there was a lot of money at this farm. Oh, you've got a car parked up where we're going. Now this entranceway, it's very unusual for a farm. Very unusual. There's a lot of buildings in the background that have been demolished. Oh, I hear the buzz, 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 bing bong of the train line. See, this is all walled garden of that farm, and it's just unusual. Big pillars, entryway at the back there. I can hear Chinooks coming in. Here we go. Are they going to come this way? They're coming this way. I love the sound of a Chinook. It beats in your chest. Or are they going to the airport? That is the question. No, I think they're coming this way. Will they have baskets underneath them? That's another question. It's a huge manoeuvre going on. Huge. No, they've turned and they've gone to the air. So they're starting early. People often come and sit in that lay-by. Well, it's not really a lay-by, it's a farm track. And the footpath that we're going on. And they're looking to have a bit of a skive. Very nice of them to have all the doors open though, so you can't get past them. The local police dog handler has a habit of parking there. Angela, I was talking about you earlier. I love the old black and whites. I love the old colour films. But Angela, do you remember some silent movies? Harold Lloyd. Harold Lloyd. It's one of my childhood memories. So these ignorant people are going to have to shut their cars for me to get by. Should be fun. And we're past. Yeah, Harold Lloyd. I'm going to have a look at those when I get home. It'll probably be on YouTube as well. Silent movies, the black and whites, love them. Zaxon, how are you doing? Have you got lots of kids' sports stuff this weekend? To get to the other side, make as if I was a kid when it used to be reruns. And BBC Two at tea time, so dinner time. Really sorry about signal today. Mick, that you are admitting that you remember Harold Lloyd? Oh, interesting. Happy days. Are you doing any of it live, Zaxon? I do like the rides out, it's intriguing. This is all growing so fast. Crows right over my head. There was another black and white silent movie, well, silent show that they used to put on, Harold Lloyd, and there was another one, and I can't remember who it was. It wasn't Charlie Chaplin. Happy days, Zaxon, I'll be there. Still hear those Chinooks, they're at the airport on the ground. There's an airport, it's more of a private airport. They did make a commercial flight, but there were only like 2 destinations. And after COVID restrictions lifted, it didn't really get back up. So it looks like the RAF are having international manoeuvres there again. Hope you find it. Be an interesting view. No, it wasn't Laurel and Hardy. Might be Buster, you know. Hawkeye, might be Buster. I do love those black and whites though, I love them. which was the silent movie actor. Was it Buster? I think it might have been Buster, who, when they turned into talkie movies, his voice was awful and he was basically out of a job. Daisy. Daisy, you could have a doggy bag for the morning. But yeah, there was a silent movie actor, and when it came round to the talkies, a few of them transferred over, but this particular actor, his voice wasn't great for talking movies, and I love this bit. Got loads of bluebells, you've got the buttercups, all sorts. Might have been Buster. But it was basically his career over. So pretty. All I can smell is hawthorns. And I'm going to get out for a wander this weekend, looking for some elders that are in flower or about to flower. There you go, Daisy. Job's a good one. Was it? Can you remember who it is, Angela? I'm going to have to Google it because it's going to annoy me. I watched a documentary about the change between silence and talkies and the effect that it had on the actors at the time. Peacock. I hear a peacock. I haven't heard the donkeys. The donkey was a bit vocal the last time. I'm going to go and have a look to see if the deer are around. Angela. I'm looking down at clovers looking for a four-leafed. If I find some four-leafed, I'll press them. Sadie lady, how are you? Good to see you. I'll press them and I'll give them away in chat. Ooh. There you go. Nice one, Zaxon, thank you. Sadie, it is a beautiful day today. I got the legs short ready. Nice one, Zaxon, thank you. Things like that annoy me. I have to look. Yeah, I got the legs short ready. I was expecting it to turn to rain, but no. And next, hear the peacock? I would love peacocks, but my neighbours would hate me. Buddy! Edwin, good to see you. How you doing? Let's go find the peacock. Yes, I would love peacocks, but the neighbours would hate me even. Probably hurt me as well, to be honest. They wander. They're not for staying in one place, they'll wander fair distance. And I don't think the neighbours would appreciate peacocks in the gardens by choice. My uncle actually has peacocks. Douglas Fairbanks, yes. And Rudolph. Peacock. A cock, buddy. A cock. Possibly a hen, but I'm sure we saw a cock hanging over the fence last time. Very pretty boy too. See? Hello, where are you? Can we see you? I think you're behind that hedge. Where are you, little peacock? It's in there somewhere, it's close. That was loud. Oh, white obols are stunning. And I'll tell you what else is also very pretty, white pheasants. And genetic mutation, we used to get quite a few white pheasants and they are beautiful birds. Especially the cock pheasants that are albino. Are just so pretty. Lilac. Let's have a look through the gate for the peacocks. These ones do seem to stay put though. There's no sign of a cock. There's 2 donkeys though. Hello, donkeys. They're on with the digger. They're having a nose around in the bucket of the digger. Oh, we just had a little dirt devil there. I do like donkeys. Oh. Can't tell if they're going to argue or if they're loved up. Could be a bit of both. Oh, is it going to come see us, do you think? Hello. No, it's watching me. It knows I'm here. It's not coming over. Yeah, the peacock's right down the bottom. It really is. Stormy, thank you so much for being in. Zaxxon, haha, Zaxxon, that's the point. Stormies, have a look at Stormies and what he found, his latest upload. Oh my God, those nuggets, they're not exactly little, put it that way. I was like, no, oh my God. Set off a little gold rush. Thank you so much for being in, Stormy. Your typical old farm cobbles. You're the real king of shit with donkeys. Why's that? Is it your pulling strength? What even is that? Oh, it's a bit of a mouse. We have a mouse. We had a mouse. Yeah, these traditional farm cobbles. I've actually got 2 farms really close together. Is it the pulling strength, the hard work and drive? Or is it your stubbornness? Little John Sticky Willie. Goga, how are you doing? How's things, Goga? We're going to take a left turn, Clyde, in a second, around the corner. Goga, But he has a new name. Little John Sticky Willie. PPR, good to see you. Anything. How you doing? Yes, but he is Little John Sticky Willie. The donkey. Sorry if that breeze is loud. Get around the corner, it won't be so bad. God, it's gorgeous. It's so hot, man. Let's get around this corner. Gogo, the bendiest man on YouTube. Hello, little ones. Hello. How are you doing? Very, very tubby lambs. Oh, we have a vehicle coming. Which way is it going to go? It's going to go left, I think. Just put you down when it goes. Do you know what, buddy? You're in trouble. Oh, can you imagine? I'm pretty accident prone. God knows where I'd end up. Why did he fill this cattle grid in? Oh, so it's nearly wedding anniversary. You're going to have to put a plan together. Not her helping you pull the boat through the woods. Oh, you could set her up a picnic in the woods. That'd be nice. Shazzy Poppins. Yes, don't blame it on the dog. The dog doesn't wear size 10s or whatever size feet you have. Goga, yes they are. I find the dogs all the time. Evie will hear a noise and say, "Mum, was that you?" I say, "No, it was the dog." And she falls for it. It's great. Why? Because you would be so proud to make that stench. Anything. Congratulations. You get more for murder. You get less for murder. Anything. I wonder why. It could be worse. I suppose you could call her your last wife. That wouldn't go down very well, would it? I'm not giving you ideas. I need a pool. I could just do with going and sitting in the pool. But the weather we have, it wouldn't get used that much. It would more be like a pond. No, I'm not either, Jim. Jim is the Dorian Gray. I've known Jim, God, coming up 6 years. Must be 6 years now, Jim. God help you. And he gets younger by the year. It's bizarre. He is Dorian Gray. It's maybe that good Scottish country. Well, it's not country, is it? We're in a city, but that good air coming off the sea, maybe. So, You have a wrench, and why am I got circles spinning? There we go. Angela, your meals are fine. Very fine. How you doing, Gracie? Sorry about that. Right, you're going to meet my jacket. Hang on a sec. You're a bit smeary. There you go. That's better. Fort William is one beautiful, beautiful area. Fort William and Callander. My dad used to borrow, didn't have very much money living up. Well, being gamekeepers, you have a house, you get given a house. But because you get given that house, your wages are really, really low. So we were always skint growing up. And my dad's friend would lend us his caravan. And we would go up to Callander at Fort William on a holiday every year as kids. Fond memories of that area. There was a red deer farm, and my dad got talking to the guy from the red deer farm, and we used to go out feeding them with him, chucking the turnips out the back of the truck. Really good fun. And Jamie's back. Bird's eye. Oh God, bending down. Really little pretty bird's eye. Yeah, it probably was. I think we got dragged part way up Ben Nevis, you know. And there's some drains up there. Is there a dam or something up there? We were out in the snow and we couldn't see it. And my brother actually fell down a huge drain. Managed to grab him. That's another memory from up there as well. Oh, and another memory. The Glenfiddich whiskey distillery. My dad was a whiskey drinker when we were younger. That was his tipple. And it was always Glenfiddich. And when we were up there in the height of Scotland, we got taken to the Glenfiddich distillery, and they do tours. A lot of the breweries do in Scotland. And me and my brother, we were maybe 8 years old. And we got round to the kettles, the big copper kettles. And the tour guide asked the kids if we wanted a smell. So of course, we went running over to have a sniff. Oh my good God, it peeled your eyelids off and burnt your nose. Wow. It was potent. You see, buddy, job's a good one. Sadie, thank you so much for being in, chick. You too, buddy. Oh, the staff was in on Fridays. Yeah, Silver, I remember. Really peeled your eyelids back. Burnt your nose. And at the end, the adults get a wee dram. And Perth, we would pass through on the way up to go past Dundee to up where Brecon, where Stuart lives. And every time we hit Perth, torrential rain, so bad that you have to pull the car at the side of the road. Every single time, really bad rain at Perth. So we've got the marsh. Dear city, where are you? Should be hunkered down. But it's just so easy for them to camouflage. And all those reeds and the gorse. Got those hawthorns in flower. Love coming through here. The farmers have pretty much finished lambing. Unless any of the rams got in with the hogs, which can happen. Marauding, escaping rams can cause no end of problems for a sheep farmer. Yeah. Fort William, it's just beautiful calendar. It's all just stunning there. It's like a little piece of paradise. There you got the old farm cobbles, which they've dumped a huge bit of tarmac over them, don't know why. We'll just down while we get past this house they're building. Take it it's the farmer's family. Having another house built. And they've had the big digger out, squishing all this land down. Which is a bit naughty because this is a path, public footpath. So they can't shut it off. She'll be interested to see what they do. Beef Monster Munch. And krill. See, didn't know all these things. I'm an ignorant fly trout fisher. Salmon as a prawn. Goga, what have you got planned this weekend? And he said, Talca, how you doing, Talca? So we're at the back of the Roman Woods. The old Roman quarry. Now, no doubt there'll be a lot of Roman boots hit this track in this part of the world to transport that stone away. They would possibly have to come in this direction with a stone. Good morning, Talca. How are you? Are your hands still mucky, Mick? See, putting beef Monster Munch. I love beef Monster Munch. Monster Munch, for those out of the UK, are a maize type crisp with a circle part about that big and then 3 toes sticking off them. Very yummy. I would love to be at the Monster Munch factory with the hoppers, with the beef flavouring, and just sit with a spoon and eat it out of the hopper. It's delicious. Talca's got a brilliant channel. It's really interesting. Jamie's intrigued me by what he's put me in the post. I couldn't see any messages pop up. They've got a lot more of this wall to repair. The sheep rub up against it. Making all the bait up. the sheep, the farm animals rub against the wall, and it bulges it out. Great finds. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. We're on the edge of a marsh that we often have deer stay and have their fawns. We had a herd of about 6 roe deer in here up until recently, so I'm hoping the doe that was here last year has stayed and had this year's fawn here, I'm hoping. You see, this elder's miles off flowering, so we'll save that for another day. But I love elderflower cordial, love it. Wild Edibles, are you there? If you are, is there anything you can do with the hawthorn flowers? Could you do something similar to the elderflower? Oh, cool, Jamie. I'm intrigued. Because in theory, you should be able to do something with the hawthorn flowers. Got a lot of heather in here. It's quite low downhill actually for heather. We're pretty much the borderline for it growing. I've been cleaning up bottles from the Victorian dump. Done quite well. I've got a couple with labels on, and I was drying them out to dust them. One's a dressing, and I presume it's like a leather dressing. It's got dressing across the label. It's got country stores across the top. It's got directions on the back that say to evenly place it. Yeah. I just wondered, it's another pungent flower, isn't it? I love elderflower cordial and elderberry syrup. I make the elderflower cordial by the bucket. You can use it with just lemons, or to preserve it a little bit better, citric acid. I do tend to mix the lemon and the citric acid in. I like it quite sharp. You see, this has had ivy and it's really bulging out. They need to repair this part because it's going to fall soon. You can see the bulge on that wall. Could be on from the sheep on the other side as well. He looks like he's using this field for silage. He's taken the hogs out. Hogs are young sheep before they have lambs. I call them virgin sheep. And this bit's going to top up. Its top's not sewn properly. I wonder if it would be interesting to have a play with it while edible, see what happens. I've got a Bovril bottle I found that I need to clean up. One of the medicine bottles, a lovely aqua bottle, still has its it still has cork in it, floating around in the bottom. I have a beautiful cobalt chemist bottle, and that's still got the medicine inside it. So I don't particularly want to clean it. Dear, there's my book. We'll see if he'll stand. That was my book. He bedded down in this corner. So, yay, dear. Now he, I presume, is the offspring from last year. There was a book hanging around with the doe for a long time. Where's he gone? We might find him further along. I wonder what the sound was. Where's he gone? He's here somewhere. But he had one point. And he was quite small, so it's possible it is that deer. I have video of him before. Where are you, young man? Yay, well, we've had a deer. Oh, brilliant edibles, thank you. Where's he gone? Not that far away where the doe had the fawn. Bedded down on this side. But he really shouldn't be hanging around with his mum. Really. Unusual for him to be over in that corner as well. We're going to go looking for him. We might find him further along. Oh, brilliant. I'm going to check that out. There's another flower that is really good in salads. Oh, what are they called? My brain's gone numb. They're like, you can get different colour, but they're primarily orange. They're like a trumpet. And they have rounded white vein leaves. What are they? You get seeds in a cluster of 3. Oh my God, my brain's not working. Nasturtiums, that's the one. Love nasturtiums. They don't tend to, seed tends to live throughout the winter, but it has been. I've got some. I've not had to replant one corner of the garden. Flowers are gorgeous in salad, lovely and peppery, and just pretty. Right, we're getting close to Deer Nursery. I'm hoping that she's here. Yeah, you got it right, and they're lovely in salads. Really nice. Oh, I've come this way and there's loads of nettles and I've got bare legs. Great. Daisy's a star. looking forward to tomorrow, Mick. What's the weather forecast for you for tomorrow? Be nice to catch him if he's come further down. We'll soon find out. I'm trying not to get stung. I'm not the most ladylike at the best at times. I tend to charge through. Oh, I have someone coming. We've had a deer in this little meadow here as well. No one in today. But this is where she was bedded down with the fawn the very first time. And she was sleeping here with it. So you never know, look. Oh, that's my old lady friend down there. She's an absolute sweetheart. And she does fantastic doing the walking that she does. She's got to be in her 80s. Good afternoon. How are you doing? There's a deer up there. Yeah, there's a buck. Yeah. So there's the buck coming this way.
And
yeah.
It's
in this side, further along.
lovely.
Yeah.
I've been looking at. I know I looked. I can count 2 legs, but I wasn't quite sure that was over the door. Why I'm in the road.
Yeah, girl. Okay.
Every day for a walk.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I love her. She's so sweet. Really, really, really sweet. Oh, Camo Man will be back. Yes, so do I, Angela. And usually the cold winter, if you don't collect the seeds, it knocks them here. But where I've got them down the side of the house, they tend to be okay and they're in seed. And they're so pretty, really pretty plants to have. God, there's flies everywhere, I can just hear them. I'll get you in trouble. Oh, it's going to be a corker of a day. I was managing to get nasturtiums reaching for like 7-8 feet long. Would trail them inside a hedge and they would grow wild. They do like the water though. They are quite thirsty. And they're a really pretty plant to have and they grow so fast. They're very much like sweet peas. Unfortunately, they're not edible. Yeah, the variegated leaves are lovely. I've had pretty much all different colours. Orange, like a yellow with a red vein through the petals. Spotted inside. They're really pretty plant, they're just not hardy at all, are they? They're not very tolerant of anything but water. My wisteria. 4 years I've had my wisteria. And finally it's flowering. But it's mixed in with a honeysuckle on a wall and the wind blew it off. And it's about 8 foot long. So to get it, I decided, right, if I can hang it over the other side of the wall, because it's got no real feature apart from the gateway. It's not attached to the house. I thought if I tie some cord onto the ends of the longest trails, tie a brick to the other side, I can throw a brick over the wall and it'll pull it over. But obviously there was that much weight, it pulled them so far, and I ended up with a step ladder trying to push the whole lot over. My idea turned out not to be a job for one person, so I had to get some help. But it worked. I got the trailed onto the other side of the wall and it's tied down, and it's just going to naturally want to climb onto that side now. My clematis isn't far from flowering. I've been trailing a clematis, instead of trailing it up, I've been trailing it along a fence. Randy, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in, Randy. Let's give you a wrench. Randy, it's a beautiful day today. Oh, hell no. Saxon, no, not happening. DPs, how you doing? What are those ginormous, is it coachman spiders? Those giant things as big as a dinner plate, hell no. I know they don't particularly want to maim you or eat you, but they are evil looking things. And as for having to shake your shoes out, your sheets, your clothes, check under your toilet seat, I think I would possibly get really bored of that really quickly. I'd be a nervous wreck. Ah, cool, beautiful area of the world, Randy. Yes, it's Huntsman. That's what I say, coachman, Huntsman. Some of the videos I've seen of those things, oh my God, they are enormous. I'd have a twitchy eye all day, every day, for your little black widows. Cool, Randy. There you go, Mick, some Sticky Willy. Cleavers. What does it taste like? It tastes green. If you could taste the colour green, Sticky Willy is what it would taste like. It's the only way I can describe it. As you do. What you hoping to catch tomorrow, Mick? What's on the menu? Seem to be power walking. I go through phases. I go off on a tangent and I'll stop. There's someone coming behind me with dogs, so I'm trying to keep ahead. Everything's just growing so fast. Yeah, well, Randy Cleaver's Sticky Willy, as it's locally known, it's pretty much the same. If you could envision the colour green as a taste, hello doggy, that's exactly what it is. Chestnut, horse chestnut, not sweet chestnut. Many a kid's bruised knuckles and wrists from conkers. Horse chestnuts. I don't know if it's a game anywhere else in the world, but UK kids will get a horse chestnut, drill a hole through, often use shoelaces, tie a knot in the bottom, and they play conkers. You have to take strikes at the other person's conker on the string, and the winner is the one whose conker breaks the other one. Some kids get technical, leave them in a drawer for a year, but their mums find them mouldy in the back of the drawer. My mum did that a lot. Or soak them in vinegar, or put them in the bottom of the oven, basically cheat. Exactly, you've been catching loads. Me and my brother used to have conker duels. And when you strike with a conker and you get the knuckles, ouchie, it hurts. My brother would aim, get the string tangled and pull at it. So it wraps your conker on the string. Dirty tricks. Sneaky tricks. But unfortunately, a majority of schools have banned the kids from playing conkers in the schoolyard. Liz, how you doing, Liz? Liz is a lovely, lovely, lovely lady. I adore her. Long time friend. How you feeling, Liz? Someone's had horses up here. Oh, we have more people and a little cocker. See people walking their dogs not on a lead on here. Gives me the horrors. Because there's no fence to that main road. Oh, covered in sticky willy. Are you feeling any better, Liz? Gary, good morning. How are you doing? And, oh God, they smell beautiful. Wild rose. Absolutely beautiful. Liz has a wicked sense of humour. Very funny lady. Very strong lady. Hope it goes okay, Gary. Happy days. Oh no, it's fine. If I'm honest, I'm hot. Really hot. There's loads. Oh, I smell fox again. Loads and loads and loads and loads of roses. Loads of them. That's another old memory. My grandma teaching me to make rose water and homemade rose perfume. We'd go out collecting roses, wild roses, and steep them. And she taught me to press flowers as well. You sure do, Liz. Yeah, she taught me to press flowers as well. For her, it was her 70th birthday. I got her a little jewellery box, a little silver jewellery box. I got it engraved for her, for me and my son at the time, because it was only us two, I didn't have two girls. And found 4-leaf clovers I would send her them. When I think I was 12 and I had my tonsils out, my grandma sent me a pressed 4-leaf clover for when I went into hospital. So I would always send her them back. And after she passed away, I was asked if I'd like that little jewellery box back, and obviously I said yes. And inside it were all the pressed 4-leaf clovers that I'd sent her over the years. And that's now on my dressing table. Funny how memories just pop in your head. Miss her a lot. But she's the one that chucks white feathers at me. Find white feathers everywhere. Fall around me. Sue, how are you doing, Sue? Sorry, I'm off on memory lane there. Wasn't trying to be ignorant. Gary, nice one. How are you feeling after it today? DP, it's when you really look, and you find things that you maybe take for granted. That's the kind of thing I cherish. Cool, DP. Cool. How was breakfast, Angela? Yeah, guys, it's the same doing these walks. Today we've done about 6 miles. Now, I have rheumatoid arthritis. I've got my spine fused up. And at first, and I trained as a fitness instructor and things like that, so losing that ability, sports and physically, it messes with your mind a lot. Yeah, challenging. I'll have a look at the step tracker and see how many steps we've done. But day by day, your fitness just really does improve. It doesn't feel like it. But compared to, a couple of years ago, I would have wanted to be on my hands and knees on the floor. I couldn't do the hills and things that I do now. At all. Manny, how you doing? Oh, cool, Edwin. How old are they? Good luck with them cameras, Mick. How you doing, Manny? Okay, Gary, cool. Let us know how it goes. Hope it's all right. Angela. Well, people, I'm going to have to go. I need to get home, get my car keys, and get on that school run. Today's the last day for half term. So little one was really... Oh, shift kicker, sorry, I didn't see you there, chick. How you doing? She's very, very happy that it's the last day. She's off school for a week, so... Daniel, you too. So, maybe see you over at Right Touch of Fishing tomorrow. Make a nick out fishing. And around the tubes, everybody's channels. So thank you very, very much for joining me. It means a lot. You just keep me company. And it encourages me to push myself a little bit more. Oh yes, Angela, she does like her free time. But yeah, I love the lot of you. Thanks very much.